Shalom Aleichem. Hope everyone had a wonderful, wonderful week. This week we read Parshas Pinchas. And we read the story of Bnos Tzlafchad. And Bnos Tzlafchad argued to Moshe, claimed to Moshe that our father died, and why shouldn't he also have a nachala in Eretz Yisrael? And the language that's used by Bnos Tzlafchad is Lama Yigara. Why should our father and his family lose out on the tremendous opportunity of a chelik of Eretz Yisrael? This is very similar to what we found a few weeks ago in Parshas Baloscha, where Tmei Meis, those that were Tamei, B'derech Rechoka, Tmei Meis, asked Hashem, we also want to, as Moshe, we also want to bring a carbon Pesach. Lama Nikara. Why should we miss out from bringing the carbon Pesach? It seems like there's a linkage between these two stories, and perhaps there is a deeper linkage. Not just the words Lama Yigara, but Bnos Tzlafchad came from the Yeshivat of Yosef. Chazal tell us who were the Tmei Meis. So one man Amar in the Gemara Masechah Sukkah says the Tmei Meis were those that were carrying the Atzmos of Yosef from Mitzrayim into Eretz Yisrael. So there's a real Yosef connection over here. What is the deeper Yosef connection over here? So perhaps in Yosef's entire career, Yosef had tzaddik, but the one thing that he was so concerned about was he was separate from the other Shvatim. He was always away from the other Shvatim, in Mitzrayim for so many years, away from his father, away from his brother. And that was the essence of Yosef's biggest fear. He'd be away from his brothers. When Bnei Yisrael was leaving Mitzrayim, he made sure, he took a shvuah, made his sons take a shvuah, make sure that I'm buried in Eretz Yisrael, that my bones do not remain here in Mitzrayim. I want to be part of the corpus of Klal Yisrael. That's so critical for me, to be part of Bnei Yisrael. In fact, when he is confronted with Eshes Potifera and he is battling the Yetzer Hara, might sin, so we all know the famous Medrash, the Gemara Masechah Sota tells us that the Demus Yukno Shel Yaakov Avinu appeared in front of him. The image, the visage of Yaakov appeared. What also appeared is a message. And the message was, and the Gemara tells us, that he was told that your name, you're part of the Shvatim. Your name is going to be on the Choshen of the Kohen Gadol when he does Avoda in the Beis HaMikdash. It's going to be on the ephod, but not if you do this Avera. If you do this Avera, your name's going to be erased. You're not going to be part of the Shiftei Ka, part of the Shvatim. And that was Hashem and Yaakov Avinu, Hashem through Yaakov sending him this message that your biggest fear, that you're going to be not part of the Shvatim, that's something that you have the risk of losing out if you do this Avera. So his offspring, those that were part of his legacy, those that carried the Atzmos Yosef, took that lesson to heart in such a real way. So too his great-great-granddaughters, Bnos Tzlafchad, took that message. Lama Yigara, we're part of the Klal. We're part of the Tzibur. We're part of this amazing enterprise that's called Knesset Yisrael. Lama Yigara, we don't want to lose our connection to this thing that is so much bigger than ourselves. Haporesh midarke hatzibur eino chelik olam haba, says the Rambam in Hilchos Tshuva, is that we're part of something big. We're part of something special. To always recognize that chelik that we have, that's part of the legacy of Yosef. That's the story of Lama Yigara, the story of our connection. And we see it all around us. So many big things happening, and making sure that we're a big part of these big events. Have a wonderful Shabbos Kodesh.